Hello and welcome to another NVIS Bat Rep. Today we are doing a 1750 battle of Space Marines with Grey Knight allies versus Flying Monstrous Creature Demons. We're getting ready for a little local tournament. 1750 is the points value, so we're each trying out our little tournament lists. We're going to try regular Eternal Missions, Purge the Alien kill points on a Dawn of War deployment. This is the board. We've got city fight style with lots of ruins. Here is the Space Marine army. We've got Warlord as Chapter Master on bike with 5 bikes with plas guns. Haven't decided. I still haven't decided if I'm going to do Grav or Plaz. That's the last decision on this list. And then other troops, I'm going to run them as a troops. I've got 2 5-man squads of scouts with sniper rifles and cloaks, 1 5-man squad of plain scouts in a speeder storm, Thunderfire cannon, Storm Talon, 10 tactical marines with a Melta and Combi Melta in a drop pod, Storm Raven, the Grey Knight allies, Grey Knight Tech Marine, who has Scryer's Gaze and Prescience, with 5 Terminators in a Land Raider. One of the Terminators has a hammer, and I think that's it. I'm going to head over here to show you all the demon princes and monsters.
Alright, we got, let's start in the front row. We got 10 cultists of Slaanesh here. Well, they don't have a mark, but that's the way I envision them. 3 Nurglings, 3 Nurglings. This is Fate Weaver, what I'm using for him today. Be'lakor, Tzeentch Demon Prince, Nurgle Demon Prince, Unclean One, Nurgle Demon Prince. Fate Weaver is the Warlord. Corpulescence, Touch of Uncreation, Psyker 2.
Alright, it only took him like 20 minutes to roll up his powers too. I'm just kidding. Dawn of War style deployment on that tabletop. I won the roll off. I believe I'm going to take the far side, but we'll be back with deployment. Alright, so I won the first turn with the Space Marine Grey Knights and deployed as such. I put Chapter Master on bike, Thunderfire cannon, the Tech Marines behind the Land Raider, and the Terminators are in the Land Raider. And then I infiltrated the scouts up on top of the buildings there. And then all of this, the 2 flyers are flying on, the drop pod is dropping on, and the speeder scouts are gonna outflank. And then the demons here, hard to see them because they're sort of hiding behind buildings. You got Tzeentch Prince, Nurgle Prince, Great Unclean, Be'lakor, and Fate Weaver hiding over there. And he's gonna deep strike his Nurglings and reserve his cultists. That is the board at the beginning of the game. Kill points versus... Yeah, go ahead and roll that seize roll.
Alright, here we go. No.
No sleaze. Alright, we'll be back with... Alright, it was a short turn for the Space Marines. I was able to get 1 shot, las cannon shot from my Land Raider there. I wounded him, but he made his cover save. You're going to be hearing of that a lot this game. Shot the bikes and the orbital bombardment into the Demon Prince back there, and I think I took 1 wound. And Thunderfire, I think at the end of basically like couple scouts over here, all the scouts over there, the bolters, the ordnance barrage, and the Thunderfire went into that Demon Prince right there. And did I do 2 wounds to him?
2. Yep.
Did 2 wounds to him, and did I do no wounds to Demon?
Yeah, you did a wound, he saved it.
Oh yeah. So
with his invuln. Yep.
So I did 2 wounds to Demon Prince, and that's my turn. Right, I also forgot, because this game isn't awesome enough as it is. I Tech Marine Perils on turn 1, died. and got off Scryer's Gaze. So that's how this is going to go. And one last thing I forgot. Drop pod came in pretty close to my table edge. Dude's dropped out and shot 8 bolters at that same Demon Prince, and he took another wound. And now that is officially the end of my turn.
Somebody had something go off.
Alright, so the Demons had an awesome first turn. They got the Warp Storm table bumping up their invul saves. They got a bunch of powers off. They summoned 1-2 groups of Seekers. Bellicor moved over here. Invisible? No invisible.
No, he failed. Failure.
But that is it. Did I miss anything? I don't think so.
No, that's it. Pretty mild turn right now for the Demons.
Getting in position for the Demons, basically.
Yeah, the Demons are figuring out what they
Alright, so turn 2 for Space Marines. Outflanker came on, as did the 2 Flyers. And everything on this side of the table, all the Space Marine Scouts, Bikes, Land Raider, Terminators, and Flyers all shot into the Seekers that were here and here and wiped them out with all their crazy cover saves and invul saves. And then the last 2 things to shoot, Thunderfire tried to target the little dude by the Grimoire and missed, but the assault cannon from the Storm Raven managed to kill him. So I picked up 3 kill points on turn 2. So I have 3, and you got first blood, I believe, right? And did you kill anything? I don't think you haven't killed the unit yet.
No, I have not killed a unit.
And that's halfway. At the end of Demon turn 2, Nurglings deep struck way over to that corner. Other Nurglings deep struck way over behind that tower over there. And what else came on? Oh, your cultist did not come on wisely.
Yeah, they were like,
Bellicor got on the ground, as did this Demon Prince of Nurgle. As did Fate Weaver, who's hiding behind the building because he failed the Grimoire. So his save went up, and then he got Nurgle's Rot hit and took 2 wounds. The other Demon Prince was way in the back corner, flying over there, and he repaired himself with It Will Not Die. And then Flickering Fire from this Demon Prince. He's still flying, right?
this one, yes.
The guy on the... He's flying. He did Flickering Fire on my Storm Talon, which is no longer there because he popped it. It crashed and landed on a Terminator, but didn't wound him. And so you get a kill point. You had a kill point from First Blood, and I still have 3. And that's the battle at the end of 2. Alright, on this turn, I really only had 2 things I could try to do. Soften up or kill those Nurgling bases that were exposed. And I dumped Speeder Scout Fire, Drop Pod, Tactical Marine, and Sniper Scout Fire into them and killed 1 base and brought 1 down to 1 last wound. And then I dumped all the Bikes, Scouts, Terminators, Land Raider, and Storm Raven into Fate Weaver, who went to ground and made a ton of saves, and he now has 1 wound. What did I do? 2 wounds to him?
2 wounds to him.
Did 2 wounds to him, all that shooting. And that's me. I did 2 wounds. No, killed the base and did 2 wounds. So no points for me, and we're halfway through 3. Alright, for Demon turn 3.
Yeah.
3 pink hearts popped out of the porta potty. Fate Weaver's not on the board anymore because he tried to get a psychic power off, but Perils took a wound and died. And then the power that went off, what did it end up doing?
Killing a bike.
Killed a bike. He fired into my bikes with a bunch of shots, and Chapter Master tanked most of the wounds. Lookout Surd killed 1 dude. This prince, is he on the ground?
Yep.
He's on the ground. And what else happened? Basically, he did more damage to himself than I have done. Warp Storm.
Yeah,
He perils and killed Fate Weaver, and then Warp Storm brought down attacks on all Nurgle units, but nothing was affected. So in that turn, he managed to kill the bike. Fate Weaver died, and he assaulted the Land Raider, did 2 hull points, immobilized it, and made it snap shoot. And that's the board at the end of 3. Alright, so in turn 4 for Space Marine Grey Knights, the flyer, the Storm Raven, came from across the table to here, as did the bikes. Everything turned and ran. There was a Nurgle Demon Prince standing right there. All of the shooting from scouts, marines, drop pod, plane, bikes, and even these scouts got in the mix. What'd I do? I brought you down to 1 wound.
Yeah, chipped away.
And then, how'd you lose that last wound?
Thunderfire.
Oh, right, then I'd managed to get 2 hits with the Thunderfire on the Ignores cover round, and he failed one of his 4-ups. So that was the only way I could have downed that Prince. Land Raider took a pop shot, did nothing. Terminators charged the Nurgle dude. Sergeant was killed in the challenge, as well as 1 other dude. And they did no wounds and failed their leadership, but remained locked because of no fear. And that was my turn. I'm locked in combat over here and managed to wipe out 1 Nurgle Demon Prince. Here's the panoramic board view. Halfway through 4. Alright, Demon turn, end of 4. You got all the power he got off was Cursed Earth, which is centered around Great Unclean One, so it's that area. In Assault, he finished my Terminators off, so he gets a kill point for killing them. He threw 1 attack onto the Land Raider and glanced it. It's down to its last hull point. Other than that, what'd you do? Some running and moving with these guys?
Yeah.
And you got 2 more pink horrors coming out of the porta potty.
Yeah.
So you picked up a kill point. Which gives you, you have First Blood, my Flyer, my Terminators. You have 3. And I have Warlord, Fate Weaver, Nurgle Prince. I just have 3?
I have 4. You have Fate Weaver, Warlord.
Fate Weaver, Warlord.
Nurgle Prince.
Nurgle Prince.
2 Seekers.
Oh, right, the 2 Seekers.
And 1, you killed 1 of these.
And 1, so I have 6.
Yep.
And you have 4.
Yep.
At the end of 4.
And I'm at 4.
Alright, so in my turn, everybody on this side clustered around the Nurglings and picked it off. The bikes didn't have to shoot, so they turbo boosted to get a secured line breaker position. The scouts here and here. Did I do a wound to Bellicor or nothing?
No, he saved.
I shot at Bellicor a bunch, but he saved. And then my Land Raider fired across the table and killed 1 cultist, but at least I made him go to ground. And then I dropped the Thunderfire cannon over in these little clusters of low toughness models and scattered pretty far, but managed to clip 1 Nurgling base and kill it. And that's it. End of 5, or halfway through 5. Alright, the game ended. Turn 5. Demons managed to... what'd you do? You killed my drop pod with the Warp Storm table?
The Dark Prince Thirst.
You ran past the Land Raider. You made the scouts up there. Failed leadership with Terrify. They ran down the building and got gobbled up by the Demon Prince.
Oh, yeah.
And then Bellicor filed in behind, took out the Land Raider. So you picked up a kill point on the Land Raider, the scouts, and the drop pod, bringing your 5 points up to 8. You killed, what'd you kill? 6 things, and then you got First Blood and Line Breaker.
Yep.
And I killed 6 things, and I got Warlord and Linebreaker. So at the end of 5, we're ending early to sort of simulate the shorter rounds of the tournament we're practicing for. That's what the board looks like.
Yeah.
And we've got a tie score. Actually, I think even the way our tournament scores at the Warlord, Linebreaker, and First Blood are separate.
Right.
But you got 2 and I got 2, so
Right,
it would
so
be
6-6
it would be added up a little bit differently, but we'd still
Right.
tie. And that's how things look at the end. Let me get a handshake. Really tough list.
Good game.
Really tough list against all the demon princes and all the summoning, and yeah, all the. I think you almost did as much damage to yourself with Warpstorm and stuff as I did.
Yeah.
And that's how it ended up. So enjoy the videos, keep watching them, liking them, and check out our podcast Veterans of the Long War on Facebook and iTunes.